Today we are going to explore how Israel's LITENING LITENING targeting pod gives fighter jets something close to superhuman vision and completely changes the way modern air combat works. The LITENING pod is a high-tech sensor system that hangs under the wing or fuselage of a fighter jet. From the outside, it looks like a simple pod, but inside it is packed with advanced cameras, lasers, and computers. Its job is to help pilots see, track, and strike targets with extreme accuracy. Before systems like LITENING, pilots mostly depended on their eyes, basic radar, and simple infrared sensors. Finding a small target on the ground from high speed and high altitude was very difficult. Bad weather, smoke, darkness, and camouflage made it even harder. LITENING changes all of that by combining multiple types of vision into one system. It uses infrared to see heat, electro-optical cameras to see in normal light, and laser systems to measure distance and guide weapons. All of this information is sent directly to the pilot's display. One of the most powerful features of LITENING is its ability to see at night. Infrared sensors detect heat instead of light. This means engines, vehicles, people, and even recently moved objects glow against a cooler background. To a pilot, the night no longer looks dark. It looks like a clear image where warm objects stand out brightly. This allows missions to continue 24 hours a day, no matter how dark it is. Another key feature is long-range zoom. LITENING can zoom in so strongly that pilots can identify small targets from many kilometers away. A tank, a truck, or even a single person can be clearly seen from high altitude. This means pilots do not need to fly low and slow to identify targets. They can stay high and fast, which makes them much safer from ground fire and air defenses. The pod also stabilizes the image perfectly. Fighter jets move very fast and shake a lot, but LITENING uses advanced gyros and software to keep the camera locked on one point. Even during sharp turns, the image stays steady. This gives the pilot the feeling of having a magical eye that can lock onto anything and never let go. Target tracking is another superhuman ability of LITENING. Once a pilot selects a target, the pod can follow it automatically. Even if the target moves, hides briefly, or passes behind obstacles, the system predicts where it will go. This makes it very hard for targets to escape once they are detected. The laser inside LITENING is extremely important. It can measure exact distance to a target by bouncing light off it. This helps the aircraft's computer calculate the perfect moment to release a bomb or missile. The same laser can also paint a target for laser-guided weapons. The weapon follows the reflected laser light all the way to impact, hitting exactly where the pilot wants. Because of this, modern weapons can hit within a few meters or even less. This reduces damage to nearby buildings and people and makes each strike far more effective. LITENING is not just for attacking. It is also a powerful tool for finding and identifying threats. Pilots can use it to scan large areas, looking for hidden vehicles, weapons, or unusual movement. In missions where pilots must confirm what they are seeing before striking, this is very important. It helps avoid mistakes and improves decision-making. The system also records video and images. This data can be reviewed after the mission to study what happened. Commanders can learn from each flight and improve future operations. This recording ability also helps with intelligence gathering. The images can reveal enemy positions, routes, and behavior over time. One reason LITENING is so famous is its flexibility. It can be used on many different aircraft types, not just Israeli jets. Fighters from many countries use it, including F-16s, F-15s, and other modern planes. This means pilots around the world benefit from technology that was developed and improved by Israeli engineers. The design of LITENING focuses on helping the pilot think faster. Information is shown in a simple, clear way on cockpit screens and helmet displays. The pilot does not need to look down often. important data is right in front of their eyes. This reduces stress and allows the pilot to focus on flying and fighting instead of fighting the controls. The pod can also share information with other aircraft. If one jet finds a target, it can send that data to others. This creates a network where all pilots see the same picture of the battlefield. This teamwork makes air forces much more powerful than single aircraft working alone. In combat, speed of decision is everything. LITENING helps pilots detect, identify, track, and strike faster than ever before. What once took many minutes can now take only seconds. This speed can decide who wins and who loses in a real fight. Another amazing ability is its performance in bad weather. Clouds, dust, smoke, and haze make normal vision almost useless. Infrared and special image processing allow LITENING to see through many of these conditions. So even when the sky looks terrible, the pilot still has a clear view of important targets. The system is constantly upgraded. New software makes the image sharper, tracking smarter, and controls easier to use. This means even older aircraft can become much more capable just by adding or upgrading a pod. It is like giving an old fighter a brand new set of super eyes. Training also becomes easier with LITENING. New pilots can practice finding and tracking targets using real sensor data. Instructors can review recordings and show students exactly what they did, right or wrong. This creates better pilots in less time. The pod also helps with close air support, where jets support soldiers on the ground. Ground troops can mark targets with lasers or coordinates, and the pilot can use LITENING to see exactly what they are talking about. This reduces confusion and saves lives. In many modern conflicts, the battlefield is complex. There may be civilians, friendly forces, and enemies very close together. LITENING helps pilots tell the difference and choose the right action. This makes air power more precise and more responsible. The idea of superhuman vision fits LITENING perfectly. Humans cannot see heat, cannot zoom like this, and cannot track targets so smoothly. But with this pod, a pilot can do all of these things at once. It is like turning the pilot into a high-tech sensor operator and warrior at the same time. What makes it even more impressive is how easy it is to use. Complex technology is hidden behind simple controls. A few buttons and screens give access to incredible power. This is the sign of good design. LITENING also supports modern smart weapons. GPS-guided bombs, laser-guided bombs, laser-guided bombs, and unhurried, and Abinettas pod. It gives them accurate data so they can do their job perfectly. Without such sensors, even the best weapons would be far less effective. The system can also help in non-combat missions. It can search for lost people, monitor fires, and watch borders. Its powerful cameras are useful in many situations beyond war. This shows that military technology can sometimes help in peaceful tasks too. Over the years, LITENING has proven itself in real operations. Pilots trust it because it works when they need it most. Reliability is just as important as high technology. A system that fails in combat is useless, no matter how advanced it looks on paper. The name LITENING itself suggests speed and power. Like lightning, it allows pilots to strike quickly and accurately. It turns information into action almost instantly. This is exactly what modern air combat requires. When you think about air battles of the past, pilots had to get very close to see their targets. Today, with systems like LITENING, they can fight from far away with clear vision. This has changed tactics, training, and even the design of aircraft. Future versions will likely be even more powerful. Better sensors, artificial intelligence, and smarter tracking will push this superhuman vision even further. One day pilots may see more than we can even imagine now. In the end, the AQ-28 LITENING targeting pod is not just a piece of equipment. It is a force multiplier. It makes one aircraft as effective as several used to be. It gives pilots confidence, awareness, and control in the most difficult situations. By combining night vision, heat vision, laser precision, and smart tracking, it gives fighter jets a new way of seeing the world. A way that is faster, clearer, and more powerful than human eyes alone. That is why people say Lightning gives fighter jets superhuman vision. It shows how technology and human skill come together to change what is possible in the sky.